The Festival That Could Not Coexist, April 12, 1961. Baikonur Cosmodrome. Sergei Korolev stood beside the launch frame, blackened by fire. Nearly an hour had passed since liftoff, yet heat still streamed out of the flame trench and turned the raw early spring air into something like midsummer. He looked up at the blue sky. The exhaust trail had already faded. Somewhere in the invisible dark beyond it, the first human cosmonaut had already traveled more than half a circuit around Earth.
Chief Designer, please accept the congratulations of an ordinary man.
Korolev turned and saw a middle-aged worker in coveralls, holding out his hand. By his clothes alone, one could tell he belonged to the lowest rank at the base. Korolev took the hand. The man pulled a bottle from one trouser pocket and a small metal cup from another.
We must drink to this, Chief Designer. But I have only one cup.
He bit the cap loose and filled it. Korolev accepted the grimy little cup. He was already a sick man. There was a tumor in his colon, and alcohol was hardly good for him. At a moment this grand, he could easily have ignored the fellow altogether.
Yet at that instant, Korolev might snub officials and generals, but not a worker from the bottom rung. In Siberia years ago, he had stood even lower than this man and hauled stones in the mines on an empty stomach. The worker clinked the bottle against Korolev's cup and took a fierce swallow first.
That's such a magnificent moment. Would you allow me to celebrate with a joke?
Korolev emptied his own cup. The vodka rushed through him like rocket propellant, carrying warmth into every limb.
A little more for you.
The man filled the cup again.
Thank you. And your joke?
I am an alien. You may call me G. I came to Earth to conduct an investigation, and my special interest is the important festivals of your world.
Then you must have had a rich harvest. Survey widely enough, and every day on Earth belongs to someone's holiday.
I have carried out a great deal of study and fieldwork already. None of those days are truly important. In fact, I have not found a single genuinely important festival.
Not even Christmas?
Certainly not. Least of all for a Bolshevik.
Then what about New Year?
Not important either. It only marks one more revolution of this planet around its star.
Then what, in your view, would count as a great festival?
Korolev was only half listening now. He turned toward the military jeep parked not far away. He needed to get back to mission control. Vostok would soon begin to slow, then enter re-entry.
Division Day, for one.
What?
The day the first living cell on Earth divided. That was a very long time ago, of course. Billions of years.
Korolev, 1 foot ready to climb into the jeep, stopped and looked back over the door at G.
Then there would be Landing Day, when life first crawled from sea to land. Tree Down Day, when the ape first came down from the branches. After that, Upright Day, Tool Day, Fire Day, and so on.
But for such festivals, we could never know the exact date.
Then choose one at random. Christmas itself was fixed by the church centuries after the fact. The Bible never records the day Jesus was born.
Korolev was about to get into the jeep when G caught hold of him.
Chief Designer, I mean to say that today is one of humanity's great festivals. I would call it Birth Day.
Whose birth?
Humanity's.
Humanity was born long ago.
Oh, no. If you were standing where Captain Gagarin, or perhaps Major Gagarin by now, is standing at this very moment, you would see that Earth is a blue womb. A child is not truly born until it has left the womb. Chief Designer, forgive me. My joke is not a funny one.
Korolev shook G's hand again.
It is an interesting thought. Thank you, comrade. I shall celebrate that festival every year from now on.
Oh, no. Whether today can truly become birthday remains to be seen. We must wait. We must wait and see.
After the chief designer's car drove away, a communications unit inside G's brain sent a message to a relay station on the moon, and from there the report went home to his native world.
Blue Planet Calendar, April 12, 1961. Possible candidate for birthday. Current probability assessment, 52.69%. Monitoring continues. October 5, 2050. Beijing. Institute of Brain Science and Human-Machine Engineering, Chinese Academy of Sciences.
On the large screen, strings of distorted language kept appearing, as if thought itself were learning how to pronounce its own name inside a machine. First line is a humun. I push thought data into the system. 3.1 for one. Crash.
Second line. I am hum. I enter that data into the system. 3.141. Retry. Third line. I am human. I input thought data into the system. 3.1415. Retry. Fourth line. I am human. I am inputting thought data into the system. 3.14159.
When the final line stabilized, the laboratory exploded in cheers. For the first time, data had been fed directly from a human brain into a computer. The subject wore a neural sensing helmet. The direct connection between mind and machine had been achieved at last.
The excitement lasted for more than an hour before people began drifting away. Ding Yi, chief scientist of the Brain-Machine Interface Project, also slowly descended from exhilaration into calm.
Teachers, colleagues, please accept the congratulations of an ordinary man.
They turned and saw a middle-aged man smiling at them with a broom tucked under one arm. He was the laboratory janitor, someone with whom almost none of them had ever exchanged more than a few words.
He set the broom aside, pulled out a bottle of liquor from one pocket of his work jacket, then produced a stack of paper cups from the other, obviously borrowed from the water dispenser by the door.
Do you know what we were just doing in here?
The scientist asked it in genuine curiosity. Like many people who make history, they sensed the weight of the breakthrough but could not yet be fully certain of it. Too many things once hailed as epoch-making had later dissolved into time.
At that moment, they mainly felt the relief that follows completion. The fact that a janitor seemed even more excited than they were made them curious.
Of course I know. This is a great moment.
People began drinking from their paper cups. The Beijing liquor spread heat through them the way updated code races across a network.
That's such a great moment. Would you allow me to celebrate with a joke?
A joke? All right, let's hear it.
I am an alien. You may call me G. I came to Earth to investigate the important festivals of your world.
Then your harvest must be abundant. Cast your net wide enough and every day on Earth is some kind of festival. New ones appear all the time now, even absurd online shopping holidays.
I have already carried out a great deal of investigation and research. None of those are important. What I truly mean is that today is an important festival for humanity.
The scientists exchanged looks and nodded in understanding. Ding Yi watched Ji with the expression of a man who already knew exactly what sort of metaphor he was being offered.
Possibly so. And what would you call this festival?
I have not decided yet. The last time I drank was with the chief designer, a worthy man, a venerable chief designer.
The chief designer? And you call him comrade? Who are you talking about?
Korolev. Sergei Pavlovich Korolev.
Ding Yi nodded.
The chief designer of humanity's first manned spacecraft. But he was dead long before you were around, was he not?
Director Ding, he's an alien, remember?
A round of laughter broke out. Ding Yi smiled as well and took a sip.
Still, Mr. G, those great forerunners, Korolev and von Braun among them, truly deserve our reverence. Yet today's breakthrough may render all their efforts meaningless.
Oh.
After this, brain-machine connection will enter its broad avenue and develop with immense speed. Soon what the internet links together will no longer be computers but brains. After that, memory, consciousness, even the entirety of a person's character will be uploadable into computers and networks.
Humanity may come to live inside virtual worlds. Think of it. In such places, people can do anything, possess anything, become godlike. Their one person may own an entire planet.
Or an entire universe. One universe for every individual.
Exactly! Once we get there, what will spaceflight even amount to?
In truth,
This great process began long ago. The internet, mobile connectivity, wearables, virtual reality, the Internet of Things. Step by step, all of it has been moving us toward that gate.
Do you remember? Decades ago, parents still scolded children for losing themselves online. Now it is disconnection from the network, immersion in reality, that is treated as shameful laziness and degeneration.
Today's breakthrough carries humanity across the final threshold into the IT Garden of Eden.
Mr. Alien, can you imagine for us what humanity's future IT paradise will really look like?
The future virtual world will indeed be paradise. There, each person will truly be a god, and its beauty will surpass anything imagination can reach.
But I prefer to imagine what the real world will look like then. At first, there will be fewer and fewer people left in reality. If virtual paradise is that perfect, who will still choose this bitter world? People will rush to upload themselves.
Earth will gradually become a place almost empty of human presence. At last, not a single human being will remain in reality. The world will return to what it was before our species appeared. Forest and vegetation will cover everything, and great herds of wild animals will roam and fly in freedom.
Only in some hidden corner of some continent, there will remain a deep underground chamber. In that chamber, a great computer will run, and inside it, tens of billions of virtual human beings will live their lives.
That is wonderfully poetic. Shall Li get another bottle? No, forget that. Mr. Alien, come have the celebration banquet with us.
G shook his head, dropped the empty bottle into a trash bin, bent to pick up the broom again, and began sweeping the laboratory, which had been thrown into disorder by several sleepless days of work. As he swept, he spoke in a voice soft as sleep talk.
After parting from the chief designer, I wandered through space and visited countless worlds. Those planets were blue, red, yellow, every color of womb. Within them, intelligent civilizations were conceived, grew up in reality, reached for space, and then went dark inside virtual worlds.
They were like fireflies above a lotus pond, blinking once and once again before vanishing into the night. Look up at the stars. That vast silence. Do you understand now why it is silent? My apologies, everyone. My joke is still not amusing.
G lifted the trash bin and slowly walked away. All at once, his back seemed much older than before.
So he turns out to be a frustrated poet after all.
That is probably the destiny of every frustrated poet. Only the virtual world will be able to save them.
At the entrance to the laboratory building, the communications unit inside G's brain sent another message to the relay station on the moon, and from there it was returned to his home world.
Blue Planet Calendar, April 12, 1961. Suspected birthday canceled. October 5, 2050, confirmed as a major festival. Provisional name, Abortion Day.